There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
So the New York starting five. OG Anunoby is out there with Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. And Boston with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's White. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. White, good.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now, here's Bridges. To the middle, here's Hart. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
Holiday against Brunson. Outside Holiday. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Now here's Brunson. New York moving it around. Bridges finds Towns. Over Porzingis. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Bridges.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Bridges against White. Horford sets a screen for White. 5 to shoot. Shoots it. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Towns a screen on White. To the left wing. From the arc. Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And making a statement right away. Letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Here's Brown, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's New York. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. They set the pick. Hart, wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. Hart's got 5.
Hart does a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He creates. He can score. This time knocks down the 3.
Brown outside. Misses from close range. New York leading by 3. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. On defense, the Knicks. And White kicks to Holiday. White setting the pig for Holiday. In the corner, Horford with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's White. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Leading by 5. A 3. Here's Towns. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboards. He is too big to miss.
Outside, White. Back to Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. The Knicks leading by 7. Bridges outside. It's Hart on the wing. Anunoby outside. Bridges a screen on Horford. Anunoby against Horford. Just 4 to shoot. Towns for 3. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Brown outside. Brown jams it in.
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. White against Bridges. Towns looking it over. And it's good, 2 points.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
Celtics trail by 7. Holiday, the pass to Brown. Tries again. No good on the shot. Towns with the defensive effort. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's Brunson missing. The Celtics shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Holiday finds Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And for Porzingis, gosh, the dunk looks so easy.
The Knicks leading by 5. Hart with the screen for Bridges. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Achua, he's checked in for New York. Now here's Brown. Pass to White. Inside. Deflects the pass. Here's Porzingis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
A little shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
And, guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, some people call Porzingis a unicorn, and they're not wrong. His terrific stature and the shooting ability, that is a rare combination.
Now, here's Achua. Here's Hart. A three-pointer is right on target. Hart's got 8 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Celtics trail by 7. Here's Pritchard. And it's White, top of the key. Off target from three-point range.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Towns, no luck. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Pritchard. Brown kicks to White. Porzingis inside. Defended by Hart. Porzingis is doubled. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Horford dishes to Brown. Shot clock at 3. From deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by New York. Pass to Hart. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. And New York with a change here too. McBride's checked in. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. 7-point differential. Outside, Horford. Brown sets a screen for Horford. Pass to Pritchard. And there's the drive. Can't get it to fall.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Now, here's Achua. Nothing on the board. Here's Brunson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Brett, when you survey Jalen Brunson, going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Here's Horford. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Now, here's Hart. Guarded closely. Achua, the pass to Hart. McBride with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Brown deciding where to go with it. Down low. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Brown. The Knicks also changing it up. Mikal Bridges comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. And White kicks to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Payne covering. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You got to stay in front of Porzingis, especially when he rolls out of the pick and roll. Even though that's not a guarantee, you're going to stop it.
Payne passes to Towns. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now here's White. Defended by McBride. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges to the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Here's Payne. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Pass to Achua. Left side, Towns. Porzingis with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And the basket by Hauser.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Bridges passes to Achua. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded closer. Lets it go from deep. Craig pulls it in. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Pritchard. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pritchard's got his second bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now Towns. There's the drive. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 6 points.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket. And they weren't special that time.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The Knicks leading by 3. The guards are Pritchard and White. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Now, here's Bridges. And here's Payne. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. And it's White with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Driving to the basket. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the offseason in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Boston shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That one drops. He ties it up. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for the Celtics. And the Knicks making a change here as well. OG Anunoby's checked in for Payne.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Now, here's Anunoby. Achua, the pass to Bridges. Rebound, Boston. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. They grabbed their own miss. The wide open look here for Holiday. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Bridges against Holiday. Bridges passes to Robinson. McBride with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Anunoby against Holiday. Pass to White. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up. It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why. Shoot 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Achua. Back to McBride. It's tipped. Now here is Holiday, defended by McBride. Outside, White. Here's Cornette, launches it. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Inside, to end the drought, and finished off by Robinson.
And that's Mitchell Robinson's attitude. Anywhere around the rim, he's going to rock it.
Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Craig. Back to Holiday. Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Anunoby. 4 on the clock. Here's Holiday. Robinson pulls it in.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Anunoby passes to McBride. Now, here's Achua. He's tightly guarded. Anunoby finds Achua. Here's McBride. Trains the three-pointer. McBride's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Outside, White. There's the screen. Down low. Stolen by Robinson. Anunoby outside. Out to Bridges. From deep. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And now it's a three-point Knicks lead. Boston has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. White against Bridges. Floats one up. Bridges with some nice defense. Now the Knicks with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. The 11-footer, and again, it's New York.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Holiday. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Boston making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Pritchard in for Torrey Craig. And then for New York, Towns comes in for Achua. And it's Payne in for Miles McBride. Here's Pritchard. 7 points in the game. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. And Holiday has it in the corner. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Now here's Towns. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. Robinson kicks to Payne. There's a screen by Robinson for three. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be blocking out, but it's just not enough with that length.
Celtics trail by 7. White the pass to Hauser. White a screen on Towns. Here's Hauser, defended by Towns. Hauser misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
White against Bridges. Anunoby kicks to Payne. Towns is double. In the corner, it's Bridges. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the right side. Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. White against Anunoby. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by New York.
The Knicks leading by 5. Payne passes to Robinson. Back to Payne. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Yeah, Payne will play patient in the pick and roll. That's a lot of alliteration, but we'll go with it. He's smart.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Hauser. Now Porzingis, guarded by Robinson. Robinson with the block.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
To the inside. Here's Payne. Rebounded by the Celtics. Holiday's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Ready to shoot. Porzingis fires.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Derek White. And then for New York, Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Miles McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. Now here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Back to Porzingis. On the wing, Holiday. 6 to shoot. Brown against Anunoby. Brown, good.
And far from just a perimeter scorer, Brown also adept at finishing in close.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
So it's the Celtics now. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Towns down low, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Towns. Towns is double. At the elbow, Brunson. Achua. New York, no good that time either. Celtics trail by 3. Right side, Porzingis. Up top, Brown. Here's Pritchard. Brunson covering. They set the screen. Pritchard gets the bucket. And it's now only a 1-point New York lead. New York's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Brunson outside. To end the cold streak. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Oh, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson covering. Anunoby against Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brunson draws the double. Right side, Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The free throw drops for Towns.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Horford comes in for Luke Cornett, and Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And Towns drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Outside, White. Over in the corner, Brown. White the pass to Porzingis. Holiday against Brunson. The shot by Holiday, no good. New York leading by 5. Towns kicks to Brunson. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Bridges outside. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
Horford sets a screen for Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Can they get it? They get it again. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Puts the move on. And so we wrap up the first half. New York ahead, leading by 8. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
46.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Here's Brunson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. White looking around. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Porzingis has got the first bucket of the third here for the Celtics.
Porzingis not letting anything or anyone get in his way right now offensively.
Towns up top, headed by Porzingis. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Towns. And that's 12 points for Mikal Bridges. Celtics trail by 7. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Porzingis. Here's White. 6 on the shot clock. Driving the lane. Three-pointer, Horford. Knicks with the rebound. Anunoby in the corner. There's the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. And it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. Here's White. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. New York's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
If Bridges attacks with that kind of force, it's really hard to not foul him.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And so he hits both. Celtics trail by 12. Outside, Horford. Pass to Porzingis to end the run. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
Porzingis can knock him down from out there, just looking for some consistency.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Anunoby outside. White against Bridges. Towns a screen on Horford. Here's Hart, and he drives in. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Hart's got 10.
A reminder to the defense, Hart will drive if you give him that kind of room.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. White against Bridges. On the wing, Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot. Towns with the steal. Anunoby outside. Pass to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Holiday against Brunson. He's off from 17 feet.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Brown dishes to Holiday. Right side, Porzingis. Poke loose. Over Towns. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Porzingis has got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. Now here's Brunson. 8 points for him. Back to Hart for the three. Rebound Boston. Now White. Drives to the hoop. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
That one misses. New York leading by 8. White. Back to Brown. Pass to Horford. Porzingis sets the pick for Horford. Boston again missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the shot goes down.
Fire on both ends of the floor. That's what Drew Holiday is playing with and letting his defense manufacture some of his offense.
Now here's Brunson. 8 points for him. Anunoby outside. Lock at 6. Towns sets the pick for Hart. New York missing again. Celtics trail by 6. Brown inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. Second shot opportunity. Some solid defense from Hart.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Brunson. Bridges inside. White's there.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
The Knicks have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. That one is off. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Celtics trail by 6. Holiday with it. Brunson picks him up. And Holiday kicks to Horford. Bridges against White. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. Here's White. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got 8 points.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Now, here's Hart. 10 points for him. Holiday finds White. There's the pick. Pass to Porzingis. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. 3-point lead. Bridges with it. White covering. Back to Brunson. Trying to get something going. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Outside, Horford. White against Bridges. Horford with the screen on Brunson. A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Knicks leading by 5. Pass to Towns. Brunson outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 13 points in the game.
Totally in rhythm right now. The moment Brunson has the ball in his hands, he's right into that shot.
Outside, Horford. White setting the pig for Horford. Knocked loose and stolen by Achua. And a fast break now for New York. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. So it's the Knicks now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Hart against Brown. Hart, no good.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Now here's Horford. Still without a basket.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Achua with it, guarded by Horford. Brunson, not bothered by the contact.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translating.
Brown outside. Pass to Porzingis. Towns with the steal. Here's Hart. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Scoring in rhythm there. Great to see Hart shoot it without holding back.
Brown against Hart. Brown with the screen on Bridges. It's White on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Shot clock at 5. To halt the run. Out to the right wing. Horford has a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Brunson draws the double. Hart. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Brown. Horford with the screen on Hart. Brown kicks to Horford. From past the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Bridges against White. Here's Hart. And the 3 off target.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Pritchard passes to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Brunson covering. Brown against Towns. Shot from the wing. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Brown.
And not the easiest shot on the floor. And Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
Now, here's Hart. He's got 12. Back to Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Rebound, Boston. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pritchard passes to Brown.
Tough to even slow down playmakers like Brown.
The Celtics have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And the first one drops.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Torrey Craig in for Al Horford. Then for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Miles McBride comes in for Josh Hart. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Bridges inside. He's covered by Brown. Robinson kicks to Achua. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Achua. And some changes here for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in, and it's Drew Holiday in for Pritchard. And New York with a change here, too. Anunoby's checked in. And both free throws good for Achua. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Going inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. New York leading by 6. Pass to Robinson. Robinson a screen on White. Bridges inside. White's there. Bridges misses. Holiday, the pass to White. And White slams it in.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other.
Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 7. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Porzingis. Torrey Craig is out there with Holiday. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Clock at 4. From 10 feet out. Nice touch on the bank shot. McBride's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New York. Here's Pritchard. Payne covering. Out to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Craig sets a screen. Pritchard gets the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Towns against Craig. They swipe it. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Holiday finds Craig. Porzingis with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Back to Craig. It's tipped. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here's Payne. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. They double him with Payne. And Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Craig. And it's blocked by Towns.
Exceptional timing on that rejection. Love seeing Towns this aggressive on defense.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The Knicks leading by 6. McBride passes to Towns. Robinson sets a screen for Towns. And that one swishes right in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And good that time. And now it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Now here is Holiday, defended by McBride. They get it back to the wing on the left. Pass to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Screen by Porzingis. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Payne can't hit. Celtics trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Holiday with the 3. Boston again missing.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Some changes for Boston. Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. Brown comes in for Torrey Craig. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And then for New York, Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Towns. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. And he sinks the second. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
Clearly a foul.
The first one falls. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Miles McBride. And Brown drops them both. Here's Brunson. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Intercepted. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Outside Holiday. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
The Knicks leading by 6. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Out left to the wing. White, a screen on Brunson. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Hart. The kick out to Anunoby. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. Down against Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Brunson, one of those guys who's just rugged at that guard position, able to throw his body around.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Brunson.
Well, the lefty listed at 6'1", Jalen Brunson, is a bit of a different matchup. He's just so physical, and he can play on and off the ball. Dare I call it funky?
Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Hauser. The three-pointer, no good. The Knicks leading by 8. Brunson the pass to Robinson. Back to Brunson. And Boston with the rebound. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Hart. Brown the pass to Hauser. Back to Brown. Pass to Hauser. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Brunson. Rebounded by Hauser. Hauser's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Doubled by Bridges. And finished off by Horford.
All right, Al Horford getting up there for the gym. You forget how big he is.
The Knicks with the lead. And here's Brunson outside. Good on the three-point shot. Brunson's got 12 points in just the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Inside, stolen. White with it. Outside, Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brunson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And now just a 5-point Knicks lead. Now here's Brunson. Shot on the wing. And that one good. Brunson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Brunson just knows how to manufacture points. Right now being assertive.
Pritchard passes to White. Spins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up. First one falls for him. Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Towns, he's checked in for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Achua. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Anunoby. Porzingis with the block. They get it back. Hard against Porzingis. Hart with the screen for Anunoby. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Pass to Horford. Stolen away. Here's Hart, and he jams it with authority.
A guy who loves attacking the rim. Hart putting some muscle on it.
Boston shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. The Celtics working the ball around now. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
At the top of the key, Towns. Pass to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Holiday's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. White with it. Now here's Brown, defended by Towns. 5 to shoot. Brown, no good. The Knicks leading by 6. Now Brunson, outside Towns. Back to Hart. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Down against Anunoby. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. Brown inside the line. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Pass to Towns. Over Porzingis. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Towns dishes to Bridges. Brunson outside. With the teardrop. Brunson among the bigs.
An incredible job, Brunson, just measuring off that floater.
Porzingis finds White. And here is Brown. He's guarded by Anunoby. Anunoby against Brown. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
2.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That'll put Derek White on the line. That's on Jalen Brunson. And that one falls for White. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Here's Brown. Good D by Anunoby. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. So it's New York picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge,